In this reaction video, what I'm going to bring to you is a Mexican woman who has very strong words for the people of her community. She is upset, as many other people are, about the Mexicans in Dallas, Texas, burning the American flag. So she wants to talk about it because people in her own community has been calling her a sellout simply because she voted for Trump and sees no issues with the deporting people of our own culture. Okay? So I think pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and get to it right quick. Give me a second. I'll put on your screen. Ooh, there we go. Like I always say, y'all, let's get it.
I cannot speak for everybody, okay? But I know right now this is a sensitive time and people keep on going on in the comments and there's so much hate in my comments, it's ridiculous. But I don't even try to block you guys. I don't filter it through. I just let you guys say what you want to say because I know a lot of you guys are hurt and scared, okay? And I understand that. So I'm not going to sit there and block every single one of you. You guys are, there's too many of you guys. There's too much hate. Too many of you guys. And that you just so happen to be Democrats. I'm not trying to make this about Republican and Democrats, but you guys make me feel like I have to choose. And if I have to choose according to you guys, I'm gonna always be a Republican. Because what you guys fail to understand is you are here in America. And right now the protest is going on in Dallas, Texas. It's so disrespectful. You guys came to the United States for a better life. And it's so disrespectful to be out there protesting, burning the American flag and spitting on it. The whole reason why you're even on this app is because Donald Trump got it back. The only reason you guys are able to say what you want to say and have no consequences to your actions, to a certain extent, is because of the First Amendment here in the United States. If you guys were to go to Mexico and go burn the Mexican flag, do you know what will happen to you? If you guys went to any other country with the BS you guys are bringing to your United States, it would not fly. But for some reason, because you guys feel so free and mighty here, you guys feel like you can just say and do whatever you want and it's okay. And if we don't agree with it, then we're racist. This, I don't know where you guys got this like victim mentality, but it's embarrassing. It's super embarrassing. The fact is, you could be proud to be a Mexican American. You can be proud to be wherever you're from, wherever you're rooting from. You could be from wherever you are in the world and be proud of it. But when you're in America, you're gonna respect America, okay? Because people here are coming for a better life, and a lot of people here are struggling already as it is, and then having you guys go out there and protest with them flags is not gonna do nothing.
Oh,
That's
you couldn't hit water.
Awareness. You wanna bring awareness? You wanna bring go to Claudia and say, what's happening out here? Why is our parents and our grandparents having to flee this beautiful country? Why do they have to go to America?
And that is the point. That really is the point. I think a lot of people's frustrations and angers are misdirected. You should really wonder what. You should really think that. Why do people have to run from another country to another country for refuge or to start a better life? Why would they have to do that? Unless there's something wrong with their country. Unless there's corruption there and all kinds of other bad things there. Why not stay and try to fix the country that you're born in? You can still come to America. I'm not saying nobody shouldn't come to America, for somebody getting there and get all in their feelings and shit and hear my show, but my thing is, do you hate your country so much that you're willing to disrespect the country that you're in because you don't want to go back to that country? It's not really our fault as Americans that other countries don't have the same type of opportunities that we have. But you gotta understand the opportunities that Mexicans, blacks, and many other people from different ethnic backgrounds enjoy comes from blood sacrifice. Blood and sacrifice, excuse me, sweat and tears. A lot of black people died for you to have those civil rights.
Watch out now.
White
Here I
people
come.
who was injured as well, who was part of the civil rights. Before the civil rights. This has been a long time coming.
Here I come.
But a lot of black folks
That's 11.
helped y'all to get here.
This you looking for?
I'm just being
Hold
honest
me
with
down,
you.
cause I'm on.
So it ain't just black
That's
folks.
12.
It been white people that got beat up,
Bring it.
and hurt,
I ain't
and
taking
stuff, other people from different
Woo!
ethnic groups in order for us to
Gotcha.
be able to sit in the same movie theater
That's 13.
together with other people of different ethnic groups and cultures and shit like that, you know? So we didn't go back at some racist people say go back to Africa. Cause truth be told, a lot of Africans don't accept black Americans. A lot of them don't.
You a superstar.
So we had to
That's
make do
17.
with what we had.
You bought
Not
that?
me personally, but you know,
D.
the descendants of the
Let me
slaves
take-
and stuff like that, right?
Man, you all.
So they built this country. Okay, they built the country. They fixed the country. If you want to call it that.
Off the
So
glass
if we can do that.
range.
My
Got
question is for all those who are mad and said it ain't fair that we get put back in this country or we don't want to go back to that country. How come
You can
y'all
shoot
not
down.
willing to fix that?
Man, you gotta be fighting on those.
It's gonna require the same amount of blood, the same amount of sacrifice and tears
That's
and
18.
struggles that black American people had to
Gotcha.
give this country in order for you
Yo,
to enjoy
Daddy.
the conveniences of this country and the comfort of this
I
country.
am.
And this is not directed at any certain group of people. That's for many types of people that's doing
Watch
this.
out.
That's out
It's
there burning
fun,
the
but I'm
American
done with
flag.
ya.
Do you realize that? I know when you burn the American flag, you think you saying
Later.
you giving us a big fuck you America and stuff like
My
that.
boy.
But do you realize you're also
Yo, y'all don't
disrespecting the
miss.
people who served the country and died to protect the certain
My
ideas
boy.
that you enjoy right now in this country? You disrespect Mexicans
You can't me.
because they also served in the military, have lost their lives in the military, trying to protect the freedoms
Give me that.
and the
You
things
ready?
that you enjoy.
Ready? Here.
You disrespect the black people who also gave their lives in the military.
In there.
You disrespect the white people who
You
gave
kidding
their
with that
lives
stuff?
in the military. You disrespect Portuguese. Brazilian. I'm trying to think of people I served
It's
with.
good.
Brazilians who gave their lives in the military.
It
Brazilian
ends right
Americans.
here.
You disrespect every law enforcement that's a Mexican who lose his life or her life in these streets trying to protect your community. think you burning that American flag, you ain't just saying fuck you saying fuck yourselves too. Because you are also part of the military. I've been in it, I've seen it, and I also know those who went to Afghanistan who did not return from Afghanistan when I was in my tour of service. That was Mexican. So when you saying that, are you saying fuck them and their families? It's all right to protest now. I ain't got no problem with nobody protesting, but I'm wondering, do you ever think about what you're doing? Because all these rights where you can go from point A to point B, now everybody gets some racism, all right?
Okay, let's go.
Everybody get an equal share of mistreatment from America. White people get mistreated by America. Black people get mistreated by America.
Now,
People get mistreated
yo,
by
get your
America. In some way, we all got some kind of issues with America. But the things where you can celebrate your culture on Cinco de Mayo and all this other things
good.
like that.
Yeah,
and
my turn.
black
You
folks
looking
got
for this?
their no stuff. Everybody got their own thing, their cultural thing. Do you realize the people who died
Too
in
easy.
the military
There you
protected
go.
those rights for you to have? The ones that served underneath the American flag, because when we joined the military, I know I had
Basketball.
to. You had to take an oath to the flag. So when you do that shit,
Lights
you
out,
disrespecting every veteran
Nothing
out
but
there.
cock.
You're
That's three.
disrespecting every man or woman who served in
I'm
any
gone.
type of uniform out there.
You gonna
You're
step up and stop me or
disrespecting
what?
them, you disrespect their families, you're doing all that shit. Do you understand how far this goes?
That's 4.
Because right now, a lot of y'all are just in
Busted.
your feelings right now.
Yo, you still play.
But you are really disrespecting people
A lot of people
who
look bad.
died for you to be able to protest, you fool.
That's 5.
Keep going.
When they want to live here, but they can't.
You gonna D up?
Why don't you go straight to the source and stop blaming America for everything that's going on right now? If you go to any other country and you try to live there and get citizenship, they're gonna tell you the same thing. I don't know why you guys are making it seem like America is like so racist. Yes,
You bought that?
they're racist.
Give me that.
Yes, there's Republicans who are super racist.
Playing that D, we
okay?
done soon.
That was top.
Money
Somebody taught
away,
them that.
boy.
But that doesn't make everybody like that. Not everybody is racist. In America, don't owe you nothing. A lot of you guys, I know
I don't want to score.
this is gonna hurt. I'm warning you right now. This is gonna hurt you. But a lot of you guys
That's 8.
had your parents and grandparents here for over decades. And as a first generation,
Too
or
easy.
even if you're like in the military or whatever, you guys had plenty of time.
That's not-
Time to legalize
Got you leaning.
or help in the process, help start the process to legalize your family.
You like?
And you didn't do that. You didn't do it. You waited till last minute
That's 10.
till Trump got in office to be like, oh no, they're gonna deport my family members.
Thank you. You making me
What
look
has
good.
Trump been saying
That's
this whole
11.
time? And if Trump is the bad guy, then how come Biden didn't do anything?
Too slow.
Why
I got a little
didn't
something
Biden
for you.
fix it while he was the president?
Well,
Why didn't you guys tell Obama the same thing that you
Yeah,
guys
Joy.
are telling?
give that to me and this one will be done.
Why
Fast.
didn't you guys tell Obama why you deporting my people?
13.
She makes a
This what you looking
excellent point.
Just stop me, remember?
Obama was one of the and y'all gotta look it up for yourself.
You can only hope to
Obama
contain me.
deported a lot of people, a lot of
That's 14.
illegal people. He did. He really did. I think before Trump, I think they said they actually he
But that, baby.
deported the most
That's
out of
6.
any other president. But he didn't get any BS behind
Buy
it.
y'all like you. this.
was getting
I got you
behind.
thinking now, don't I? That
I don't
7.
know why. It's just like they picking on the other guy more than the other guy. I don't know if it's because of the
No
delivery
stopping
or
me.
whatever.
Nice
But
try.
if you actually take your time, do the research, you'll discover that underneath Obama's administration, he was deporting illegals left and right. They just wasn't
Step it up and go
covering
home.
the way that
I
they're
need to stop that.
Trump right now. Just keep going.
I'm pitching a
He
shot.
did the same thing and said the same thing that Trump is saying.
Where's the challenge?
I'm confused right now. Why are you guys attacking me, coming from my
Start the
skin
showers.
color, talking about why you vote for a racist? You voted for a racist white man, and then turn around and say some racist
Good.
shit to
But
me,
you make me look better.
and coming after my skin color. What the problem in my community, the problem in the Mexican community is a lot of you light-skinned Mexicans think you're better than the dark-skinned Mexicans, and you always been that way.
I love what she just said because I have a Mexican friend, older gentleman, who have told me the same thing, that lighter Mexicans think they're better than the darker Mexicans. Kind of like in the black community where people say lighter black women or men think they're better than the darker skinned men or women. So they sounding like us. Ain't they? You know what I'm saying? In the black community. But yeah, they do have that problem. The thing is, they're not as vocal about it as we are in our community. You know, in the black community, we like to say everything we feel, right? But in their community, they try to keep a lot of stuff in-house. Even though they are dealing with the same struggles that black people are dealing with, they'd rather keep it in-house and talk about the black folks. I mean, I've been around it, so I'm not putting nobody down, but I've seen it. Maybe some of you have too, but I have seen that. But they have the same conflicts that a lot of black American has within their community. Can you get it? Or should I say, can you dig it? My bad. But I'm so surprised that she even touched on that, because that's something that you hardly, if not ever, hear about Mexicans having problems with each other based on skin color. Let's keep going.
You always been that way. The fact is, once your parents crossed over the border and you became a U.S. citizen, it's your responsibility to do something with yourself. Your responsibility to make something of yourself. And if you're hitting 30, 40 years old and you still ain't done nothing, and you're still relying completely on the government, you ain't got no plans, you ain't got no future, you ain't got your goals, then you're just lazy. And you should go back to Mexico. You should. Because when you out there in Mexico, you will see that our people are some hard-working people. And the only reason that you don't see people protesting in the fields, working the fields, is because they're just grateful to be there. They're grateful to work. They're gonna settle for pennies and nickels because they're just happy to be there. That's the only reason they're not saying nothing. But now you guys want to say something now that they're starting to deport criminals. Criminals. They're deporting criminals. And if they are, okay, let's just go with your narrative, right? If they are going around deporting everyone, deporting people, right? Innocent people. I understand where you might be getting a little frustrated and scared. I get that. If that's what's really happening, because I don't think it's happening. I haven't seen any videos of it. All I've seen is Mexicans who are in arrested and then released once they realize that they don't have no criminal record. That I've seen. But I don't know where you guys are getting or who's scaring you guys. But stop listening to everybody. And just to FYI, I'm American. I'm a Mexican American. I have papers, okay? I am a USA citizen. I'm not getting deported just because I'm brown. You guys keep on telling me in the comments, wait till your brown ass gets deported. I'm not getting deported because I'm not a criminal.
That is also important to realize. The people who are being deported are criminals. This is why they're called illegals. This is why they're being called illegal immigrants. They're not deporting people who are legal. They are not deporting people who are following the law. They are deporting people who underneath the law are called criminals. They don't have to be gang bangers. They don't have to sell drugs. They don't have to be rapists. They don't have to be robbers to be considered illegal. All they have to do is enter the country illegally to be considered illegal. See, the problem is y'all feelings get involved with this shit. That's one of the biggest problems there. You want to excuse the fact that they transgressed against the law simply because they may have good personalities, easy to get along with, and stay out of trouble. That does not mean that they're not illegal. For example, a person can commit a heinous crime, take someone's life today, move to another city to get away from that, so that there won't be any type of connection tying them to that murder, and be nice to everybody there to the point where everybody accepts him based on his personality and because he's easy going and easy to get with, easy to hang around. He works in the community. He has a good paying job. Everyone loves him. But that doesn't change the fact that he transgressed against the law.
NBA All Roads Lead to Denver, Colorado for All-Star Weekend 2005, and we've got it all for you. From the rookie and soft squaring off, the excitement of the three-point shootout, the thundering dunk contest, and of course, East West as the best of the NBA go toe-to-toe.
He's still an illegal. A lot of y'all, your feelings get involved. Well, I feel like that's a good person right there. I feel that he or she are nice people. Why should this happen to them? Because they broke the law. It's really just that simple. Ain't no gray in that. It's black and white. They broke the law. No one is saying not to come back. We're saying get out because you broke the law and come back in legally. I don't know how that's getting lost in translation. I don't get that.
I really am very upset with you guys. And at the same time, I'm just sad. I'm sad
Of the most
to see that you guys are embarrassing us. You guys are embarrassing.
League and good bud.
Super embarrassing.
Let's get things started as the PAN cheers competitors.
You know what happened to Laken Riley? You know there's a lot of people like Laken Riley who got unalived by people that are not from this country. So all they're doing is trying to protect this country and trying to clean it up. But you cannot have an open border and then just expect everybody that comes in just free everything. Because if that was the case, then how come you don't open up your house and your doors and let them in your house?
Period. That's a good example, a great analogy. If you feel so strongly, let them in your house. Let them have.
Number 77 is going to start things off in the championship round with... Let's see if he gets them on their feet here with this effort. One of the toughest things to do. Look like he's proud to make that.
That's what coming behind the backboard gives that illusion that you're not on the, and all of a sudden you jump in the picture and you dunk home. Great. I get 2 10s, 20.
It's unanimous, Kenny. 10s across the board for a huge 50.
Look at him over there like that wasn't no big deal. Just give him down now, man.
That start for him, putting down that dunk. Number 3, with the being last to go, this will be his first. See, a little something different planned here. Now requires some skill to go up.
The windmill! That's when you bring it all the way from New York. You bring it down to Mississippi, back up to New York. That is a windmill right there, Ernie. A tough call. I give that like a 9.5.
I think he's going to be pretty happy with those scores, Chet.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. This guy's too good, man. He's too good.
Is up and ready to go with his final round. What you got, young man? Clear things up. That was not an attempt. The judges will let him try that again, Kenny. Gonna toss. That's still not a... Do that as many times as you want, I think, as long as you get something down. Your time runs out.
360. A 360 between the legs. This is elevation at its finest. Now that's a 50. That's one's giving less than 10. No way.
And there we see it. All 10s for a perfect score.
He's stepping up, man. Stepping up. Give him the title now. Let's go home. It's over.
Number 3 will be next. Gotta be something new.
Like that, he's passing to himself. That's to himself, Ernie. You kidding me? No doubt about it.
No surprise here.
That's right, he deserves it too. I still saw.
Number 77 will be holding nothing back now. This is his last attempt of the night. I'm expecting big things right here. Uh-huh. Okay, that's not an attempt. As far as I know, he didn't actually attempt the dunk. He can retry it, and it as a replacement dunk. Not bad.
Oh, see, when you try to do a little too much, this is what happens. See, I think he should have let the ball come down, but he did a little bit too much, and then he couldn't finish.
Let's see what he's come up with. Looks like he'll toss it to himself. Guess one count as an actual attempt unless he attacks the basket. He's got it!
He is your Adam. Bask in glory. That's like a 10 thump. Whatever.
That'll do it. Cheers in.
What can we expect dunk of the night? He sure ain't gonna win it with this one.
Well, let's see if the creative juices are flowing here. Man, that's tough. I mean, well thought out.
The creativity, the thought process, the precision, the timing. Look at him catch it. Look at him catch it.
And
I'm giving that in. Forget 10s. I'm off that. 7.
10s across the board, Jay. A perfect.
Taking a step into legendary status. You the man, son.
That's just about it for us. It's a wrap. It's all finished. And he's reigning slam dunk champion.
JR.
I'm seeing right through you. You can't beat me in a fist fight.
Cruise into a good deal when you close an auto loan at First Community. Enjoy rates as low as 4.69% APR and no payments until April 2025. Complete the entire process online from application to approval. Start now at fccu.org/auto loans.
Break free with the new Opera GX, a browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features to up your game at every level. Like GX Control to help rein in your resources with integrated limiters for RAM, CPU, and network. A sidebar for direct access.
I'm seeing right through you.
Taxes was paying the price. Now Taxes is TurboTax, beating your last pro's price when you switch to an expert. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
It's more than body wash. It's a rich lather, gentle on skin. It's that clean, hydrated feeling that lasts. It's unexpectedly good self-care. Suave, there's more to it.
Have to do with somebody asking a person what they're up to. Human females, just like human males, work and pay bills. They aren't a special class that is somehow above anybody else for a task that they are supposed to do. This level of pandering to the female side, who feels they are entitled to a man giving the money, is quite hypocritical to the modern female's desires of equality. Side note, men also don't want to be asked, what are you up to, when they have to pay over $2,000 worth of bills as well. Or at least that's what human males tell me.
And as a man, if your wife has to work, then you failed. You failed, buddy. You're supposed to kill yourself to the bone just for your wife. Or you could be like me, bro. I grew up poor, and now I'm retired at 28. You have no business out here having a woman if you cannot afford to completely retire her upon meeting her, bro. You would much rather send your kids off to daycare and have them make those memories with your kids. Your kids gonna be calling the daycare lady mom because you're making her work. You're not a man. You need to simply acquire more skills. After you acquire more skills, you can put those skills to use. I don't want to hear that crap about this economy being bad, all right? I'm doing just fine. I acquire skills. You don't have any skills.
Life works. I just want to let you know, as a man, you have failed.
Oh, it's good? Yo, you gonna try and stop me?
Wait a minute.
That's 4.
Who are
You looking for this?
Jesus can't save these hoes.
I don't want to score.
Why are you
That's 6.
What makes you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
You keep giving me that, I'ma keep taking it.
Ace Metaphor
Watch
and
out.
Destiny get caught up in the drama, and it didn't take nothing but a amount of a few days to come across a whole bunch of new panda bears. Let's get into it.
I am smoked. You keep giving me that, I'ma keep taking it. That's 8. I'm gone. Watch out now. Here I come.
What's going on, YouTube?
That's 9.
Back with another video.
Broke your ankle.
To the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe.
You think you can stop me, sucker?
There is
That's 10.
a white guy that has gone viral, pandering to women.
You can't stop me. You can only contain me.
The
That's
timing
12.
of this is just crazy. And then I came across somebody else who's actually worked with the sprinkler lady. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I thought we were still playing. You can't stop that.
Apparently, this guy is going viral as well.
That's 13.
I don't know. We got these new line of panda bears that seem to be popping up out of the woodworks. The second Ace Metaphor and Destiny seem to be in shambles right now. So
Yo, you still playing?
we gonna
Watch
hear
out
what
now.
this guy had to say, and I'm gonna share my thoughts.
That's 14.
As well as other people's thoughts. Without further ado, let's go ahead and
Get that stuff out, man.
If your wife works,
Don't worry,
I just
I
want
want
to
y'all
let
to know
you
nobody
know,
about
as
this
a
one.
man, you have failed. Now, it's one thing to both be working towards a life where you can allow her to not work and you're just on your way there.
You ready to get
but
beat?
it's a whole nother thing to want your wife to
Check
work,
ball.
which a ton of
That's
you
in.
on this
What?
planet do, and I don't understand. Shame on all of you guys who make your wife go back to work after
Get up now.
having
You like that one?
You make
Watch
her
what I
go
got
on
for you next.
maternity leave, enjoy all of the positive things of being a stay-at-home mother, and then make her go back to work. Why?
better tee up, but this
Just so
is-
you can afford a
this
few
what
more
you're looking
toys?
for.
Oh,
Here we
so
go.
you can afford your truck? So you can
That's
afford another
17.
boat? That's why? That's why you have her work? Come on. You're gonna have other people raise your children.
That's
make
my board, dog.
memories with your children rather
You kidding
than
me with that
you
stuff?
or their mother because you want shiny toys. And don't even come at me with
That's off,
in
man.
this
Where's the
economy,
hustle?
both people have to work. No, that's not true. Both people have to work if you need to pay for daycare. But if you don't need to pay for daycare, one income can do it. And if the father's income, single income, doesn't cover it,
Now
you're
I
living
got you.
outside your means. You're buying things you can't afford. You're doing things
gonna
other
be up?
than
Can't stop
advancing
me.
your career and finding a way to make more money.
Give me the rock.
This, like everything else in life, is a skill issue. If you're a man and you think you need your woman to work, or that you
playing
need
that
her
D, we be
income,
done soon.
that is a skill issue. I will not allow anyone on social media
fixing to
to
end this one
gaslight
right there.
me or anyone else into believing that you need a dual income household. It is not true. It never will be.
I don't gotta gaslight
Where's your
you,
D?
Jerry, because according to the
NBC.
stats,
Nothing
most
but
people
cotton.
in America are working, not regardless of gender. Jesus Christ, man! I'm telling y'all, bro, I am this close, that close to starting a pandering channel for women, bro. I'll be rich by now, I tell you. And as expected, we already know what group of people was agreeing.
It's the premier event of the NBA season, All-Star Weekend, and we've got it all for you. From the rookies and sophomores squaring off, to the excitement of the three-point shootout, to the thunderous slam dunk contest, to the All-Star game itself, where the best of the East meet the best of the West. It's All-Star Weekend.
There's a guy on here who was like, if your wife works, I just want to let you know, as a man, you failed. Okay, since we're just making up random standard, if you can't bench 225 for 20 reps, you failed as a man. Because why not? All you gotta do is go get a $30 gym membership and try. If you as a man aren't 6 feet tall, the fuck are you doing? You failed as a man for real. Because if man, why not tall? Right, you're supposed to be dominant. If man, why 5'9"? I'm seeing right through you. You can't beat me in a fist fight. You failed as a man. What you gonna do if I wanna fist fight you in front of your wife? Now what? Now what you gonna do? You gonna get beat the fuck up in front of your woman? Now she my woman. Y'all see how fucking stupid.
Good evening,
that
everybody,
sounds?
and welcome to
If your
Denver,
wife
Colorado,
works,
where
you
we're
failed
bringing
as
you
a man.
live the
Well, I punch you in the
2005
throat.
EA
How about
Sports
that?
Slam Dunk
Right
Competition.
there.
I'm Ernie Johnson,
Right
joined by
there. Y'all
former
don't
three-point
understand
shootout and dunk contest contestant
80%
Kenny the
of
Jet
people
Smith. We're about to get things
both
started, so let's...
80%
Number
of the time,
77 is up
both
first in this final round. The crowd is
contribute
buzzing
to the
with anticipation.
relationship. All
Let's see if he can
social
deliver.
media done got y'all heads spinning around. Y'all think that every
Didn't
day
seem to
normal
like his
people
takeoff
out
and
here
decided against it. He
swear
can
to God,
still
just
retry
paying
the
all
dunk,
the
I
bills.
believe. It won't count.
8
Once
times
again, he
out of
fails
10,
to even
the
register an
woman is
attempt.
helping
That
financially.
still doesn't count. He can retry, but
Y'all
time is going to be a factor. He's going from the free throw line.
Oh, and he makes it. And he has to pump at the end to show, you know what, I could have taken off a little bit further.
A whole entire household. Jesus, not especially if you got kids.
11. I've
Shut
never
up.
seen anything like that. Never.
Shut up.
There it is, a perfect score, Kenny.
They give him even more could. They should give him like 11s or 12s to a guy
At
when he
Granger,
does something
we're for the
that
ones who
sick.
pay attention
With
to
that
every
result,
little
he's
detail.
off to a great
The ones who
start.
fuss,
The
tinker, and
competition's
sweat
going to
small
have to
stuff.
step up their game.
Because you know the
Wilkins
tiniest
will
thing
have
can
the
make the
luxury
biggest
of going
difference when it comes
last
to
in this
keeping
final
business
round.
moving.
That's a big
We get it.
edge. Let's
We're
see
the
if he
same
can
way,
take advantage of it.
offering access to product experts to help you quickly and
I can't
easily
wait to
find
see
what
what
you
he's...
need. So whatever your industry,
Wake me
you
when
know
the
you're
dunk
always getting
contest
professional
begins.
grade practice.
You know what?
Call, click Granger.com or
It's kind of like just a glorified
Granger.
layup.
No, a layup would have been better because he could have at least finger rolled. It would have looked sweeter. Yeah, that's like a 7. I know he could do better. I know that.
You called it, Jet. He'll end up with a score there of 38.
He can do better than that, and he knows it. Come on, man.
With that, he'll sit in last. Number 77, with his second to last attempt of the evening. Can't wait to see what he's come up with here.
Yeah, he said he's going to do something great for us.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it doesn't go. It doesn't connect. Too much, too much.
Got to appreciate the effort at least.
Well, you know what? Effort gets you nothing. It gets you sent home. It gets you put out in the next round. So he's got to come up with something bigger.
I guess you don't have to appreciate effort then. That's a little different. Little kick. Oh, how about this between the legs?
Between the legs. But I want to see someone take it between the legs twice. If someone does
not
that
gonna happen.
twice, I think they can do it. Look at him doing this.
Yeah, but twice.
He still had the elevation to do it.
Man, you're a lunatic.
I want to see these guys give him like a 60 for that. 50 ain't enough. 60, guys. Come on. 60.
You were right, Kenny. They're unanimous with the 10s.
He's stepping up, man. He's stepping up. Give him the title now. Let's go home. It's over.
Wilkins will now attempt his second. He has one more after this to try and walk away with the crown.
Crap too, because I use these people as
Hey, I like that.
All right, pretty.
How much can one man do in midair?
That was one dunk that you would love to see again. I don't think anyone else in this contest can do that.
Already into his spin when he went between the
his legs and
Does
spinning.
that make my friend Quan be less of a man?
50, 50, 50, no question about it. That's like the dunk of the year.
10s across the board, Jet. A perfect score.
That man has just taken a step into legendary status. You the man, son.
On their own, and all they kids are grown, and the youngest one just graduated. All they've been doing.
Number
is
77
just
with his
kicking
final
it and
dunk of the night
traveling.
now.
Matter of fact,
After
I
this,
think
it's out of his hands. All right, let's see.
I can't even
Let's
keep
see
up
something
with the
here.
last place they was at. I know I was supposed to go.
I'm not sure why you're wasting so much time,
with
Kenny.
them, but
Each dunker has a
ended up doing
24-second
something
limit to
else,
attempt an
and
actual
I think
dunk.
They went to another Caribbean island.
10 ticks is
somewhere
all
in
he's got
Central
left.
America. I don't know, bro. But they
What's this
traveled
little
a lot.
takeoff on the between the legs thing?
Oh, but he wrapped it behind his
That
legs,
doesn't
and that
make
would have
him
been
less
a
of a
first
man.
in the dunk contest.
He's giving it
So,
another
like,
shot,
yeah,
a redo coming up.
I was hoping he'd take the do-over. We've seen him dunk much better than that.
Let's see if he comes up big here.
And today's women, come on now, we
Okay, that's not an attempt. As far as I know, if he doesn't actually attempt the dunk, he can retry it, and it doesn't count as a replacement dunk. Whoa, that was no good.
I'm going to give you this, Ernie. That's some air. He needs more air under him to get that dunk to go down. That's not the result he was looking for on that replacement, but not much he can do now.
If the situation doesn't work out, at least you can
Nothing
have
better than a
something to fall
5 there,
back
Kenny.
on.
Look at him. He's
Trying to
laughing about it
rely on
right now, but I
somebody else.
guarantee you he'll be all business when he's back up there.
But you know, that's too much like right.
Wilkins will wrap up for us with this last dunk. I am predicting he'll try to bring the house down with this last dunk of the night. He doesn't need anything crazy, just a good, solid throwdown should do it. Taking off from, oh, what a catch and a throwdown.
He came up and delivered on the biggest stage of them all,
I looked
the
at
dunk
the comment
contest.
section, and it's one of those comments that just stuck the fuck out to me.
Ernie, that's gonna go down as one of the greatest dunks in history. Give that man the crown and let's go home, because it's over.
And there it is. It's all over. He'll be taking home the gear, the shine, the trophy, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, let me ask you, let me say this right. If you are a woman, right, and you feel
He's taken it. Dominique Wilkins takes the title of NBA Slam Dunk Champion.
is supposed to pay for everything.
There you have it. The result.
Pay for the kids, pay for the house, pay for the groceries, pay for all of
Number
this.
77
Like
is up
he's
now for his
supposed to
first dunk
shoulder
of this championship round. Let's see what he's come up with here.
of finances in 2025 because you believe, right? You believe you want to.
Oh, no, you're so. You knew it. He came over to the scores table and he whispered something to you. That's what it was.
He gave me a little wink, and there it was. That's one for the record books.
Buy the house and ask them how much their mortgage was back then.
10 plus. Give him 2 10s. Give him whatever. That was sick.
No surprise here, Kenny. A perfect 50.
Yeah, and he deserves it too. He's got to be one of the sickest dunkers ever.
Wilkins, with the added advantage of being last to go, this will be his first attempt. He's always a crowd pleaser.
Why I just give the fuck up.
A long pass to
about relationships and all.
Did you see how high he was?
People love to
how high he was
about a problem
to himself with the alley-oop.
Came from His Highness. His Highness.
Source of the problem.
That's clever.
Right? One of the
It's unanimous, Kenny. 10 across the board for a huge.
I'm still in my head over here. That was just great.
This apartment that I'm living in is literally twice the size.
Number 70.
Old apartment. But I
Go with his second dunk of this final round.
This same
Wait to see what he brings to the
years
table.
ago was probably about $800, $900. It is not $800,
Just
$900 now.
the judges will let him try that
Can
again.
we please stop this pandering?
Now that
where we come out here and we just say the dumb shit.
Look at this. Between the legs, twice along the baseline and the throwdown. It's like MJ, it's like Dr. J.
Like Adam
Can
King.
we just please
That's just
cut
a guy,
this shit the fuck short?
They're going to give him a 10 for sure for that. That was sick, EJ.
No real surprise there, Kenny. They're unanimous with 10s right across the board.
Okay. I'm saying that this man is now officially the baddest dunker on the planet.
Show me something here, kid.
Common enemy, and that's the fact that everything's
How's he getting that thing toward the rim? I mean, this one was well thought out.
The creativity, the thought process, the precision, the timing. Look at him catch it. Look at him catch it.
And good hang time. Pretty enthusiastic with the 10s there, Jet. He easily gets 50 for that.
Yeah, that's right. He deserves it too. I still can't believe what I saw.
I'll see what he comes up with here, Kenny.
And you
Looks like he's going to retry that one. As far as I know, he can do that. Had he not pulled back, though, it would have been an actual dunk attempt, and he would not be able to continue. Seriously, how many times can he do that, Kenny?
And on top of that, most guys
We're down to about 10 seconds.
Y'all just keep fucking with these goofy ass motherfuckers.
Do you
that
kick
treat
it?
You like
Do you
shit.
throw it? Oh, you use your head.
He said he's a smart
I ain't gonna
player.
get into that. But I really
All
wish we
off
were
the
just
head
tired
and
of
The
this
windmill. That's
right?
when you bring it
Let's
all the
just
way
retire
from New York.
the
You bring it
bullshit
down to
and
Mississippi,
willing to talk
to New York.
about the
That
truth
is a windmill right
matter.
there. No question.
Everything
Is a
too
that was sick, Ernie. Crazy,
expensive
loco,
for
whatever.
one person
Crazy, Ernie.
A few judges actually gave him a 9, Kenny. What do you think? 48 still a good score?
How's that not a 50? That's hard to believe. They must be leaving themselves a little something.
He needs to pull off something pretty spectacular here. 49 is the magic.
Oh, you try to do a little too much. This is what happened. See, I think he should put the ball come, but he did a little.
Not everybody's got a fucking
Finish.
business.
We're going to see a
idea.
do-over.
Not
That's what they're
everybody
there for,
wants a
EJ.
fucking business.
You do it
So
over,
you should not
done right.
And 3 of the judges have to think this dunk is perfect for it to mean anything for him. A pretty tall order. Kenny, I'm mystified. He had a chance to win this thing. What's that?
What is buy one dunk, get one free? This is a free dunk. This is nothing.
glad he
This dunk
mentioned, his
lost him the
apartment.
contest.
That's fucking basement. No.
Eight at its best. Not really on that dunk.
And as expected, he is not rewarded for that effort. That means it's a... He beat the competition tonight. Number 7.
You free dealers, this is Daniel Basaldua, and I'm excited to tell you about our new product release.
70
started out with the City Robin. We
first dunk of the final round.
A number of times. And over the time,
to do something
a lot of feedback from customers and dealers.
Okay,
alike.
that's not an attempt.
One of the feedback items.
So if he doesn't actually,
a couple would go to purchase the bike, and
but as a
the
replacement
female would
dunk,
like the bike, and the man would like the bike as well. But they
hey, how many times is he gonna spin? You have to have helium in your lungs. Spin twice in air before
As
you.
time would have it, we would
helium
get a call
in your
back
lungs.
from that customer who purchased the fat tire bike later, and they tell us all the negatives of fat tires, like the weight, how heavy it was, how bulky it was, and that they didn't really use the bike to go off-road, and it didn't perform or handle that well. So what we started out with was, how do we make a more powerful City Robin that's going to appeal to the male audience? And we made this semi-cafe racer looking. I asked our design team and the factory that we work with to take the City Robin, but with a little bit bigger battery and a little bit bigger motor, and to weld in, to give me two options: one with curved handlebars, one with straight handlebars, a welded-in rear rack, and a removable rear rack. And they came back with these two models, and this is after a little bit of design work and iterations. And I really loved the way this bike worked, but it was a little bit more like a commuter bike. And although this bike was very, very comfortable, when we and a lot of the things that our customer wanted, they also wanted fatter tires, and we realized that we were talking to the retired mountain biker. And although they weren't planning on probably going off-road, they wanted to know that they could go off-road. The person who buys a Jeep Grand Cherokee and gets the 4x4, me. So we did that and took their feedback, did a lot of design work, and I'm proud to introduce to you the new Stellar Falcon e-bike that we have.
Yep, I'm glad he mentioned his apartment, because when I first started this channel, I was staying in the hood. My rent was $450. I'm like, that sound real good for the United States, right? Like, don't you know, after inflation, my shit jumped all the way up.
Coming to you live from the Celtics Arena in Boston. It's the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, I'm Marv Alvaro, the Czar Fratello. Looks like ready to introduce the starting lineup.
Or any of that. It was the exact same room and everything, and damn near doubled the rent. Now, don't you think it would be a lot easier for me to help out my significant other if it wasn't for inflation? Just saying. Just saying. Let's keep it moving.
If your wife works, I just want to let you know, as a man, you have failed. Shame on all of you guys.
He goes on for a bit here, but man, he really thought he cooked with this one. I mean, he thought he unlocked the infinite booty glitch.
The Lakers to score the first points of the night after winning possession of the opening tip.
Me, Daddy. No. Let's see how it went.
Here, he turns it to him, and that was a terrific defensive play.
He timed it perfectly to deny him the shot.
No money, nothing. No
Don't give up an easy shot.
I'd rather work, and it keeps me active. To which Jerry responds with, if he leaves you or leaves you with nothing, you chose poorly. Skill
Played
issue.
straight on
So
by
it took us
McCann.
approximately
Shot!
4 seconds
It's good
for
from
Jerry to go
downtown.
fully mask off with his initial "I'm the ultimate woman's man" impression and pivot immediately from, if
But
a
the
man
nice
treats you
defensive
bad,
play.
He's really moving right now defensively.
my boy, we make more than our
McHale tries the jumper. Two's no good. The Celtics unable to respond at the other end.
That's a skill issue on
He's
his
making it difficult with
And I
that
love
tight
this
defense.
response. This woman says, "My husband is a Royal Marine and I still make more than him." Do you think he lacks
A lot of players
skills?
getting touches
And
on the
he doesn't even
Lakers.
realize that he's still putting down women while trying to
Fine.
degrade
Shot
men.
clock.
He can be a male.
Pierce with the
Because
rejection.
a woman out earning a man means that she is
Bill
incredibly
Russell
skilled,
finishes
not that
strong with
he
2
is.
hands.
And you don't even know how much he makes. He could be making $600,000 a year, and you would still unilaterally decide that he is less of a man by proxy of making less than his wife who earns
Pulling up.
$600,000
Yes.
a year.
Here's again.
Like, that's literally just misogyny, bro. He goes on to say that there is literally no reason that a man should not be able to provide for his entire family on a single income, and that the only reason that a woman should have to work would be to pay for
McHale
his
posting up. Comes up empty.
Stay home. I guess in this
Brings it up
man's
court.
brain, he doesn't comprehend that women can make enough to earn more than daycare costs. A man wanting a wife who works is not inherently a bad thing, and I'm not going to let
10
you
on the shot clock.
gaslight a bunch of dudes
Bird
that
with
think
the block.
that they're wrong.
An inspiring
That's not what
defensive
they
play,
want.
Marv. He's showing a lot of energy on defense.
A great steal by Pierce.
He went for the steal and forced the turnover. A very impressive defensive play.
Forbid something happens to him, and vice versa. And women
Fires from downtown. The 3 is off the mark.
Johnson forced the man into a difficult 3 by getting in front of him.
His defensive positioning was very strong on that play.
Not just for the man, but for the woman too. Like, I get
Number
it.
77 beats him with a crossover.
Him as a young,
Number
healthy man
77
who
knocks
sells
down his.
Legos for a living, but
He's
for
finding-
average, hard-working
Can
men,
keep it up.
they never know when a workplace accident or injury is going to take them out of.
He doesn't bite on the
But
fake.
what, he'd be a failure if he didn't have a year's
Hell,
worth of
release it.
income set
He
aside
is
in
not
savings for
right
her
now.
too.
He
Women
would have hit from
do
the floor.
not fall for this man's bait. He is not a good man. Because every single one of you women who busted your ass to get to where you are today, all of you scientists, nurses, teachers, he thinks that your work is a waste. He thinks you'd be more valuable at home as a pregnancy machine. Do not let some dude with a Doug Funny ass wardrobe of 1 gray hoodie and 1 gray t-shirt tell you how to be a man or how to be a woman. Bad manosphere, bro. Bad.
Yeah, shout out to the advocate, but with all due respect, to the advocate, but with all due respect, I don't know where you getting manosphere from, because what he was talking about, that is not manosphere content whatsoever, unless she was just trying to be sarcastic. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was hunting for that last comment that she mentioned, because I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, she made a valid point, and you'd be surprised at the amount of women that were going against what he said, because it goes to show you there are some women who live in reality, and there are some women who actually want to work and be able to lean on their own, or be able to lean on in case something were to happen to the other person. Because it goes back to what I just mentioned earlier with the couple that I'm friends with. Both of them making 6 figures. Like,
EA
really, it
Sport.
doesn't make him, and I'm like, and she makes more than the husband. I'm like, but that don't make him less of a and she knows she don't need his money and vice versa. They both up. I'm like, bro, they out here
Sports, guess where I'm at?
in the game.
If it's in the
paying
EA Sports,
like this.
It's in the game.
I heard a lot of times.
EA
Check out this new
NBA Live 2004.
830-something thousand subscribers too. Check this guy out.
Listen, if a man asks you what you bring to the table, that man has a low credit score. Straight up. He's not even asking you, he's just revealing his hands, his cards. He's doing this. Here's the situation. I got low credit. What do you bring for the table so that I can get a cosigner on that new challenger? I need somebody to move into the house and cut my rent in half. Please. That's what he's asking, folks. If he's asking what you bring for the table, bring to the table, he wants to know how much money you make so that one day you can sign off on that car note. I can make the payments, I promise. That's what it means. That's the real answer. Men that ask women this kind of question harbor a real resentment for women. They got a poor financial situation and harbor resentment for women because they feel that women don't have it as hard as them, financially speaking, blah blah blah, which isn't fucking true anyways. But they feel like women have an easier time of it because ballers would be happy to date women that are from all walks of life. Hell, men will marry the waitress, they don't give a shit. And men recognize that, and they think that life is so hard and unfair for them. They have to work so hard. So if I'm going to date you, what are you going to bring to me? That sounds like a man that just doesn't have his house in order, or a house at all. Or even a house at all. This house is in order. What house? What table? Did the table come with the apartment that you're renting? Does it come fully furnished already? What are you talking about?
This man operating like a feminine.
And I'm telling you, you will definitely see deposits. You will definitely get checks.
I was skeptical in the beginning too, but I mean, it's real.
It is worth every and then some.
This is your shut up check, right?
Right. This absolutely exceeded all expectations for me.
My wife almost divorced me on our honeymoon because I had been lying to her.
This man operating like a feminine man, so
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports, guess where I'm at?
In the game.
If it's in the game, EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's in the game. It's in the game.
I heard a lot of times.
EA Sports, baby.
NBA Live. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hi, I'm Antoine Johnson, and I'm in the game. EA Sports, baby.
As someone who learned English as a second language, writing has always been something that I feel a little bit self-conscious of. That's why I've been using Grammarly to boost my confidence in writing. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps improve your communication. With just one click, I can come up with customized email responses that feel personable and professional. And when it comes to my video scripts, Grammarly helps me fine-tune my words and phrases, making sure everything is easy to understand and flows naturally without losing my unique creative voice. And sometimes when I feel a little bit uninspired, I also go to Grammarly for video title ideas. It's almost like having a personal writing assistant. How cool is that? Grammarly doesn't allow any third parties to use your data, so if you're looking for a safe way to improve your writing, download and sign up to Grammarly for free today.
I found better, you know. I think some of you guys missed my story time because I don't know, I posted the dumbest video of me at Home Depot. It didn't go viral, but like I was talking to my ex again, and there was a TikTok, I had a fan on here, a TikTok follower that messaged me, and she said, hey, I started talking to this guy, and I noticed on his Instagram, like those highlight reels, you were in one of his highlight reels, like you guys made a TikTok together, and I was like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend, because we were like trying to work things out. It was long distance, whatever, and she's like, oh, well, we're talking, he said he was single, and I'm like, I'm not even crying about that. I think I'm just more sad about the fact that, like, it's impossible. It's impossible to find someone that you will 100% trust. And part of it has to do with me too, because of my insecurities, but honestly 99% of the time it's because they're cheating, you know, because it's so accessible. Social media, talking to other women. Why do I still have my fucking seatbelt on? Anyway, I need to do a story time. I just had a vent. I fucking hate people who cry on here. But I hope you guys are having a good day.
So basically, to summarize it, it looks like you were in a marriage that wasn't nearly as bad as you thought it was, because once you got out here in the dating world, you realized it wasn't much out here for you that was better than the marriage that you were in. And now you're regretting leaving that marriage. And now what I want to do, you guys, is show you a couple of videos that will probably explain why women always get caught in this trap, because I think they either forget, not aware, or they really don't care about the differences between men and women when it comes to this particular topic. So I want to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Check this out.
When a woman is below 24, the chances of getting married are over 75%. When a woman is between 25 and 29, the chances of getting married are 50%. When a woman is above 30, the chances of getting married are below 25%. When a man is below
Coming to you live from Staples Center in Los Angeles, it's the Los Angeles and the Boston Celtics. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin, along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Looks like we're ready to introduce the starting lineup.
The chances of getting married are 50%. When a man is over 30, the chances of getting married are over 75%. Men age like wine, but women age like milk.
Responding to this comment, it is okay, sis. Trust me, because I didn't find out about all of this till probably maybe a couple years ago. I'm not seeing.
When I was young, I wanted to be a doctor, but I ended up making oatmeal. I'm Brian Tate. I'm the founder and CEO of Oats Overnight. How many times have you heard that line? So, I mean, I was playing poker at the time and just looking to start the day with something healthy that's easy to stick to and tastes good. I was making overnight oats with a little more milk, more protein.
Here it is again.
So I figured I'd try it out as a business. We started out in a really small facility, making about 100 units per day.
Brian's mom was the only fulfillment employee.
Waiting in line at USPS, delivering them in our cars. You know, flash forward to today, we'll ship just over 30 million breakfasts this year. We started out as a fitness-focused product, but along the way we saw nurses, we saw teachers, we saw parents really resonating with it, and it was making their day-to-day better.
You know, they always say the most important meal of the day is breakfast.
Having 3 girls at home, you know, it's really easy to have like a quick breakfast.
Everybody's got crazy mornings, right? Like breakfast is really the first thing that's expendable.
Every single breakfast that we make has the chance of pulling somebody away from that fast food solution.
But it's really just on me to make sure that I do 3 steps at night, and I can do that.
I like that it's gluten-free. Raising a son that has celiac disease is a challenge.
We've worked so hard to make a healthy choice that's also
Well, there was quite
20 grams of protein in the morning, fiber, using alternative sugars like maple sugar and date powder.
That's easy to prepare.
We are not saving the world. No, I mean, it is just oatmeal. You know, it's just one small part of your day.
It so happens that it tastes pretty damn good.
I love Oats Overnight.
It's as if you're eating something guilty, but it's super healthy.
There's just like so many crappy food choices out there, you know? Like I personally love junk food.
I love soda.
And I like candy. One side of my shoulder is like,
Don't do it.
the other side like.
But that's why I love this product. I can get the convenience, and I'm giving my body what it needs.
And the variety is amazing.
We found that
they cannot afford to make
to develop flavors, 40 different flavors. We have a great product, and I know that because our customers tell us. And I know they're not lying because when we release flavors that they don't like, they tell us that too. not all winners.
The way he's integrating customer feedback, it's really revolutionary.
Every morning you can have a different breakfast.
The delivery
cookies and cream, and there's cinnamon roll.
Blueberry cobbler or our green apple cinnamon.
Coconut cream pie, dark chocolate sea salt.
There's 40 flavors, so you're gonna like one.
Try it once, and if you hate it, you hate it. But then you're not just talking kind of out your ass.
I wasn't eating breakfast,
So I decided to try it.
When we started our policy of no questions asked, money back guarantee, there was a little bit of concern internally that we would get, taken advantage of. We've seen very low refunds, under 1% of total orders, and we think that just speaks to the product and how good it is. It certainly gets emotional for me at times. We're just oatmeal, but having that little impact on so many mornings is very meaningful to me and the team.
Great customer service.
will help with gaming.
Yeah, it's good to be prepared for tomorrow. So you never know what tomorrow's gonna bring. Try it out.
Number 70 from outside drains it from downtown. Pierce played by
Now Taxes is getting the TurboTax app.
releasing.
And filing your taxes yourself 100% free if you didn't file with us last year. Now this is taxes. File free in the app by 2/18. When you switch to TurboTax, do it yourself.
Number 77 pulling up from the perimeter. Good for 3.
Probably maybe a couple years ago. I'm not saying that it is nearly impossible impossible or absolutely not possible, because keep in mind there are exceptions to the rules.
Can't
but
get the three
at the
down.
end of the day,
The
as
Lakers
we
are a
get older,
dangerous team
our
from the
choices
perimeter.
will
Let's see if the
change,
team is able to
because
contain
our
the
choices
zone.
in men change,
I doubt
our pickings in men
it'd
change,
be a good
and as
idea to
we
play
get older, theirs is the
Yourself there to force
total
a difficult
opposite.
shot.
Theirs is the total opposite, and I'm not saying that
The
you
Celtics
can't
trail
go
by
get
2.
a
Pierce
man.
with a
I'm not
nice
saying
fight. That was good
but
court vision
let's
to
just
locate
keep it a buck.
the assist.
Even me being at 29
Setting it up.
years old, I'm not gonna be able to
Drains
get
the
that
three.
same man that I
77,
thought I was
the
gonna be
bucket
able
with
to
the
get when I
defense
was
right in his
21,
face.
22.
Shot. Russell taking
I'm just not.
side.
But that's okay. I'm just telling y'all
Puts
the
one up.
facts.
Bird.
And I'm
and
gonna
the
leave y'all
foul.
with one more thing.
He gets it
A
to
lot
fall.
of men do not like bosses. A lot of us women, including myself, we have become bosses,
Chamberlain
which is
defended
why
by
men
Pierce.
will go
Number
marry
70
a woman
with the
that works
step.
at Starbucks and a woman that works at McDonald's and a person that works at Burger King over a CEO of the company. Y'all probably heard
Brings
this
it up.
before. I know y'all heard this before. And it's the God honest truth. They don't
Number
want
70
bosses.
contest the shot.
And
Russell
a lot
rising
of
from the
women,
perimeter. Can't from
including
downtown.
myself,
O'Neal's able to contest that shot and force the
a
miss.
lot of us
We're seeing
women
nice
want
defense from him
have to,
now. Kuzi
not
doesn't take the
because we
fake.
want to. But it's okay, sis.
Three.
It is
It's
okay.
that this team is ready to
I am in
break
your
out and take
corner.
control of this
I
game.
promise
They've
you,
knocked
I'm
down
in your
several
corner.
shots.
Now, before I even respond to what
Chamberlain on the reject.
I want y'all to
Rejection is a
find
great
something
way
that's
to fire. Well, you can tell he's
very
feeling
interesting
on
that just
defense.
caught my
10 seconds showing on the clock.
attention.
Blocked by O'Neal. His timing was perfect. That was a spectacular block. That helped energize his teammates at the defensive end. Able to hit from downtown.
Chance of men getting married.
Well, as the first quarter
Women
draws to a
before
close, the
24,
Lakers lead by 10. They're off to a nice start offensively. They need to
Don't
keep
y'all find it a bit weird that those
by number
statistics
77.
line up that way, yet we live in a society in America where age gap dating is frowned upon, especially if a man
Let's go to the
says
replays,
he
are.
wants a younger woman, but women don't get shamed for it when they say they want an older man, especially if the reason being because they want a man that's more financially stable. You want to know typically
Pierce
why?
contested by
Because
Bryant.
over
Hits
the
it
age
for
of
three.
30 is when men typically make the most money they ever make in their lifetime. That's why, on average,
77
can't
was
make
over.
this shit
It was
up.
clearly a breakdown defensively
And
during
plus,
that.
I agree, Marv.
No one rotated to help out defensively.
Doesn't want a woman that's 30 or over because she
Bird
has
lets
the
it go
least
from the
amount of
perimeter.
eggs
The
and
three
will
is off the mark.
be
Nice
high-
job challenging
higher
the three.
risk
Well, we're seeing
of
solid defensive pressure
having,
applied by number 77.
a bad pregnancy and won't be able to
He
give birth.
serves up the facial.
And
They've
a
had more
man
success
who wants to
so
get
far.
married.
They've done a better job in
doing
executing at the
it,
offensive end.
with the assumption that he wants to build a family and have children. So I just find it a bit
Bird
odd.
guarded.
and
It's
interesting
good
at the
from
same time
downtown.
that even
The
though
Lakers
the
need to have a
stats
defender on
show
ball at all times.
based
The other
off
team
of
will
the
have
things
no
that we
problem
talk
knocking down
about in
shots
this
if they're left
space,
open.
that it would make sense for you to age gap. And from the looks of it, that's probably somewhere
Number
between
77
8 to
at the
20
rim.
years,
What
yet
a
for
move.
some reason it's
Definitely
frowned upon.
contact on the
So
play, but he compensates
even though
hits it
the
anyway.
stats prove that those are the higher percentages of you being able to get married. That's crazy, ain't it? And how ironic
Bird
it is
from
for this
outside
woman to
drains it
realize
from
this.
down.
She said
They
just
can't
a few
expect to
years
stop the other
ago,
team
and
from
now
scoring
she's
unless they
sitting here
challenge every
at
shot.
29 years old. 29. And what we say, fellas, 30 or 40.
Faced up with both hands. The Lakers come up with an answer on the
She is
offensive
exactly
end.
what we like to call a buzzer beater. What Kevin Samuels like to call in the
Kuzi
danger
advances
zone.
the ball.
Damn, man, I'm like, I gotta find me on that danger zone clip. I gotta
Can't
get
hit
that.
from downtown. Lakers own the defensive glass right now. I'm impressed by how hard they work rebounding. Rebounding has been an important factor thus far in this game. The Lakers have looked sharp today from beyond the arc. They've outscored the other team from downtown.
I wouldn't be able to get the same man that I would now at 29 because you also got to consider the fact that
Sinks it from the post area. Kuzi is doing a nice job of finding the open player for the assist. That's a backcourt violation. Credit the defense for pressuring the ball and making things difficult.
Enough men to where you gotta be concerned about whether or not they can truly pair bond and just be with one man. So now that men have access to this new information,
Kuzi pulling up from the perimeter. Can't get the three from downtown. They've dominated the board so far. Rebounding has been a major factor today.
Not necessarily deal with these women. For example,
Like convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like
Good
men
by
want
number 77. Kuzi challenges the shot. Good for 77. Able to avoid the block to drain that
do
shot.
whatever they would normally do and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them or
Spotted by Bryant. He
do.
knew exactly when to go for the block. Great anticipation. Sets it up. The three doesn't go. Chamberlain rebounds the miss. Bent back by Johnson. That was an outstanding block. He definitely has his moments on defense. What a move.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is
Just in
going
midair,
on
and it was
now.
enough
Save
to
up
make
75% off select Sealy mattresses.
McHale didn't bite on that one. He crossed over.
Give it up!
Bird got caught reaching in. Two, the score. Failure to collect the. Almost forced the shot clock violation. Johnson with the ball.
Four, get through. Four up. Coming up left. Help out. Help me.
On offense.
I need a man. Yep. I need a man.
Here's Pierce. From down. The Lakers have continued to be defensive boards.
I had to call my daddy
Chance
today.
opportunity. 7 seconds to
and
go in the
ask
quarter.
him
Denies it. Well, that was
to
a
help
very
me
defensive
with
defensive
some
play.
money
This
to
man
pay
is going to
my
think
bills.
twice before taking it. Oh, the second quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by
And it was
19.
funny
They've done it all here
because
so far and look impressive. They've been able to hit the other team.
He knew what I
defensively.
wanted. Just by the tone of my voice. So he starts messing with me. And pretty much starts telling me about all his bills. Because he knew I was calling to ask for some money to pay my bills. He was like, oh, sounding like me, pitiful. Oh, well, all this money I done put out this month, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Stop playing with me. You already know why I'm calling. You already know what I want. Stop playing with me. Anyway, he made me beg for it, y'all. Yep. He made me beg for it. I would much rather be begging a man for it. him for it. Yeah, I could pay my own bills, but I want him to do it. That didn't age well. But anyway, I need a man, so I don't have to call my daddy to pay my bills. My man, I already have it handled.
See,